G'day, welcome to SharkBite training videos. My name is Craig, and in this video I'm going to explain to you how to correctly install SharkBite Barb fittings. Now there's two types of barb fittings, crimp and clamp, and I'm going to show you how to correctly install both. The Crimp System uses copper crimps to connect SharkBite PEX pipe to SharkBite Barb fittings, and is extremely cost effective, especially for large jobs. First, cut the SharkBite PEX to length with a good clean square cut. Slide the correct size crimp ring onto the tube about 2 inches from the end. I'll be using 1/2 inch sizes for this video. Push the PEX tube onto the barb fitting until it touches the fitting shoulder. Slide the crimp ring to about 1/8 to 1/4 inch from the tube end, so you know the crimp is directly over the barbs on the fitting. Place the correct size crimp tool over the crimp ring and squeeze fully. Use a go/no-go gauge to check that the connection is correct. The go side gauge slot that fits the crimp ring should slide easily onto the compressed crimp ring. Also check that the no-go side does not slide over the crimp ring. If it does, recalibrate your tool. If you find the crimp is not correct, redo the connection by first cutting the PEX as close to the fitting as you can. Then using the crimp cutting tool, cut the crimp twice, once on each side of the crimp, and it will release. If you find that multiple crimps are incorrect, you'll probably need to recalibrate your crimping tool. A handy tip for those doing many connections at once is to check the first and last connections with the gauge as a minimum. That way you know that all the connections in between are correct. The clamp system uses stainless steel clamps that won't rust or corrode and can be used in well systems, and only one size tool is needed for the installation. First, cut the SharkBite PEX to length with a good clean square cut. Like the Crimp System, slide the correct size clamp ring onto the tube about 2 inches from the end. Push the PEX tube onto the barb fitting until it touches the fitting shoulder. Slide the clamp ring back to within 1/8 and 1/4 inch from the end of the tube, so you know the clamp ring is directly over the barbs of the fitting. Position the clamp tool over the raised tabs on the clamp and squeeze. The tool is designed so you can't remove it until the clamp ring is completely compressed, and if the tool is properly calibrated, you don't need a go/no-go gauge. Visually check the clamp tab for a good, straight, tight connection. If you find that the clamp connection is not correct, redo the connection. This can be done by first cutting the PEX off, then, using a pair of pliers, straighten the small tab on the clamp, and use a flathead screwdriver to lift the flap over the tab, then slide the clamp off. Remember, you can use any type of insulation with SharkBite PEX pipe, as long as it's not petroleum based. You can use it with heat tape, and you can bury it underground. My name's Craig, and you've just been trained in SharkBite Barb fittings.